Hi friends, today we're going to draw a crazy hair portrait. The first thing we're going to do is draw a circle in the middle of our paper. We're going to draw two straight lines down from that circle for the neck of our person. Then you're going to draw kind of a rainbow line from that straight line to the edge of the paper. Same thing on the other side, so we make our shoulders. And you can do a U line in between those straight lines to make a shirt. The next thing we're going to do is draw eyes. So I'm going to draw a rainbow line, draw a curve underneath it. So that's the outside shape of the eye. I'm going to draw a bigger circle for the color part of the eye and a small circle in the very middle for the dark part of the eye. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So a rainbow line, curved line underneath, bigger circle in the middle, and a little circle in the very middle. Next thing I'm going to do is draw my nose. And the thing I like to do is draw a C, draw a backwards C, and then I'm going to draw a large U connecting them in the middle. That makes the basic shape of a nose. Now you can draw lines going up from your nose to make a really tall, thin nose if you want to. I have a really pointy nose, so I would draw straight lines, but you don't have to. If your nose is a little bit flatter, you don't have to include those. So I'm going to draw a curved line for the mouth, and then I'm going to draw the lips around it. Everybody has lips, don't leave them out. Then I'm going to draw a eyebrow above this eye. So I drew a straight line up, curve back, and go back to that straight line. Eyebrows. They're always above your eyes. Next thing I'm going to do is start drawing my hair. I'm going to start at the edge of my head and go to the edge of the paper. I drew a curvy line, then there's a zigzag line. Then I'm going to do a loopy line, straight line, scribbly line. Let's see, another crazy line, a bumpy line, and a curly line. Maybe one more crazy line. Alright. Now everything's drawn with pencil. We're going to trace with either Sharpie or marker. I like Sharpie better, so I'm going to use that. I have my Sharpie, and I'm going to go exactly over everything that I just drew with pencil. So I'm going to go over what I drew very carefully with my Sharpie, just so that everything has a nice clean outline, and so that my lines are seen once I color things. Now, as you can see, there are some things that I didn't like when I was tracing, so I traced them differently. That's okay. That's why we're going to take our big eraser and we're going to erase our pencil lines after we're done tracing. So if there's any pencil that you did not want to be there, you can just erase it once everything's traced. So we have all this eraser dust. You don't want to put it on your desk. Take your paper to a trash can, or use mine, and shake your paper over it. Get all that eraser dust off of it so that your paper is nice and clean. Now it's time to color. I'm going to use markers because I like the way they look, but you can use whatever you would like. I'm going to use the side of my marker so that I can get a nice thick line going across the edges of my shape that I just made. And that makes it easier for me to color in very quickly using the side of my marker. Next thing I'm going to do is take a new color. What I don't want to see is you doing that. Don't scribble and not fill it in. Make sure you fill in all of the white space in between those lines. Now that we're done coloring the hair, we're going to color the face. And we want to do a skin color. Nobody is the color of the paper. So I have skin color markers. And I want you to pick some markers, test them out, see which color you think matches you or the person that you want to draw. Test them out on a paper. So I'm testing these out. I'm going to hold my arm up to my paper and see which one's closest. I think that's pretty close. So that's the one I'm going to use, pretending that this is me with some crazy hair. So I'm going to take that marker and I'm going to carefully color in my face. You can color over the nose because it doesn't really matter, but don't color inside your mouth or your eyes. And don't forget your neck. That's super important. Your neck is the same color as your face. Sometimes if you color over the same area more than once, it gets darker, so be careful when you're coloring that you're not making some spaces darker than others if you can help it. Go around your eyes and your eyebrows. That whole face better be colored in with that skin color marker or crayon or color pencil, or whatever you choose. Next, we're going to color the mouth. I took another skin color marker and colored it in. It looks the same color here. Didn't mean to do that. Super sorry. Take a color and color in the eyes. Mine are kind of blue, so I did that. I took my Sharpie and colored in the dark part of my eye, but you can do that with a black marker. And I realized I forgot eyelashes, so I added them in real quick. Last thing, I did some funky colored eyebrows. Since the hair is crazy, why not do the eyebrows too? And there we have it, crazy hair portrait. Last thing, write your name either on the back or in the bottom corner of your paper. And you're done.